The third thing is we let them fail while we are still there. That's where
Right.
we differed, me and that other leader, is I want to give them something to do and help them succeed in doing it while I'm here. And if they make mistakes, I'll fix it on Tuesday morning. That's what Proverbs chapter 22, verse 29 says. Leaders, you read it at the beginning of this podcast, skilled in their work. And skill, you and I know it. Now, my friends, Dan and John, anybody who's listening to this podcast, what would happen in the local church if we dared to combine the two? Not by coddling them in any way, but in a way that says, I believe there's a calling of the Lord on you and your life. And like a Romans chapter 11, where it says, God's gifts are irrevocable. Young people, I believe today, are desperate for a cause worth dying for. So, how can we motivate church leaders to equip the next generation? We can convince them, okay, that the greatest success you will ever have in life, right, is creating legacy. And that means that what you do lives beyond who you are because you allowed someone younger than you to help you do it while you were there.
Like, there's this huge drop off right now. And I think you look at so Gen Z, people give Gen Z a hard time. They are far more spiritually seeking
I love them.
than millennials ever were. Like they
I
are
love them. We have 1,500 people in this church, and our youth group sits in the front rows. They'll be like, no, this is the youth group section. On Sunday mornings when I'm preaching, they're on the front 5 rows right on my right-hand side. But what's going to happen at the same time? If some of the adults go over there and manage to sit, they're going to get prayed for. Wait, Pastor Don, you said God called us to the nations. So why aren't we going? Last
Mm.
year, I had four high school graduates. They graduated the first week of June and left the first week of August for the mission field. Raised their own money, fully supported for a full year on the mission field. You know what they told me? They said, you know what, Pastor Don, you've been telling us that we've been called to the nation. Why aren't we going? We're not waiting for you anymore. And I was like, let's go. You know, I love to hang out with them. I love to pray with them. I love to worship with them because God is moving and there's a hunger there that's incredible.